ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delayed Sahai, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Senior Sudanese delegation returned home. Vocational training to youth in the central region. UK seeks quick implementation of the Indian trade deal. And China and Malaysia told to hold joint military drills. Proceeding with our reports. A senior Sudanese delegation led by Prime Minister Dr. Kamil Idris returned home in the late morning hours today, concluding a fruitful two-day working visit. In a statement to the local press at the airport, Dr. Kamil stated that the agreement previously reached in the political, social and cultural and economic fields to further strengthen the brotherly and historical ties between the two countries will revive to ensure their full implementation in the period ahead. Dr. Kamil further underlined Sudanese appreciate for Eritrea's firm position calling for the resolution of the conflict in Sudan by Sudanese people themselves with the modest contribution of its friends and neighbors and without the compounding interference of the irrelevant forces. The senior Sudanese delegation includes Ambassador Mohi Ildin Salem, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Mr. Khalid Ali Al-Sir, Minister of Culture and Information and Tourism. The delegation was seen off at Asmara International Airport by Foreign Minister Osman Saleh and Ambassador Isa Muhammad Isa. Three months of vocational training has been provided to 492 youth, including 290 females in Taravolo subzone in the central region. The training was organized in collaboration with the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the central region and vocational training centers. Accordingly, 122 youth were trained in administration, 91 in first aid, 81 in computer technology, 87 in video and graphics editing, 66 in ideology, and 54 in video and still photography. Noting the importance of equipping youth with vocational skills alongside academic education, Ms. Lu'ul Asrat, administrator of the subzone, called on the trainees to apply the knowledge they gained from the training for their benefits and the society. Mr. Samsom Kifle, head of the union branch in the region, on his part said that the program was part of the union's mission to equip youth with vocational skill and called on the trainees to continue developing their skills through practice. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare Branch Office in Galalo Subzone, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, concluded awareness-raising seminar in administrative areas of Bada, Buya, and Galalo Semi-Urban Center. The seminar focused on eradicating harmful practices and protecting their rights of children and women. At the seminar, extensive briefings were provided on the cause and consequences of underage marriage and female genital mutilation in context with the Eritrean law. Mr. Muhammad Abdu, head of the branch office, said that the objective of the seminars was to enhance public understanding and correct wrong perception and misconceptions that exist. The head of the health facilities in the subzone, nurse Muhammad Ahmed, on his part called on reinforced participation of the public and partners for the realization of the intended goals. The participants, for their part, called for sustained awareness-raising activities to further enhance public understanding and negative consequences of underage marriage and female genital mutilation. Straight ahead is our international news after the short break. Welcome back. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said that he wanted to trade deal with India to implement it as soon as humanly possible after beginning a two-day visit on Wednesday, joining by more than 100 leaders from the business, culture and university sectors. Talks on the trade pact was concluded in May after 3 years of stop-start negotiation, with both sides rushing efforts to settle a deal in a shadow of tariff turmoil unleashed by U.S. President Donald Trump. The deal between the world's fifth and sixth largest economies aimed to increase bilateral trade by a further $34 billion by 2014. Reports indicate that both sides have said they are looking to ratify the deal by bringing it into effect within next year. On our final report, the Chinese Defense Ministry said that China and Malaysia will hold a joint military exercise this month in the Southeast China nation and nearby waters. The exercise aimed at deepening practical water cooperation between the Chinese and Southeast Asian military, boost their capabilities, jointly tackle non-traditional security threats, and maintain regional peace and stability. Participating forces set out yesterday for Chinese military port in Jianyan, Sanya, and Han Kang, an exercise scheduled from October 15th to 23. More than 1,000 personnel from both sides, includes over 700 of them from China, will participate along the equipment from vessels and helicopters to unmanned system. The sixth exercise of its kind will focus on humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, and maritime security, with observers from the members of the ASEAN grouping invited. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Senior Sudanese delegation returned home. Vocational training to youth in Central Region. UK seeks quick implementation of India trade deal. China and Malaysia to hold joint military drills. And that wraps up our stories for tonight. Thanks for watching and have a good night.